What's up? What's up? What's up, Facebook? How are you doing? How are you feeling? That's what I want to know. How are you feeling? Because when you feel good, you flat out do good. As my mentor says, you flat out do good. Whatever it takes. I do not own the rights to this music, but I do like this song. I got Facebook Live here, Instagram Live here. I'm doing it 2 times. Man is on this one. What's up, girl? Love you. What's up? What's up? What's up, Facebook? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Because when you feel good, you flat out do good, as my mentor says. You flat out do good. My name is Scott. This is Driven. We're sledders building businesses around our passions. That's what this is. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling great. Instagram over here. Facebook Live over here. Let's rock this. Boondock Nation, special guest tonight. My name is Scott. I'm a dad, I'm a sledder, and I got my vision set on exactly what means the most to me, and I hope you do too. And if you don't, tune in to this every week, and you will start feeling it. You'll feel good, you'll do good, and you'll flat out crush it. So this show is for people that are crushing it, that want to crush it, and the people that don't even know what crushing it is. And be like, what's crushing it mean? And be like, getting up in the morning and doing your shit. That's what it's doing. Man, I'm pumped up tonight. Instagram, Facebook, like, share, comment. What's up? Jesse's on. Hey, what's up, brother? John's on. Amanda's on this one. Got a few coming in. I got a great night tonight. Boondock Nation, sled film crew, doing things a little different. They're reinventing the game, if you will, and they're bringing it good. Season 2 just dropped. We're going to throw them up on here, and you're going to hear his story. That's what it's about. Listening to stories, learning a little bit as you go, and picking yourself up when you don't feel like it. The title of this show is Creating Momentum. Because momentum, if you're down in a slump, if you're feeling bad, if you're whatever, you're sad, you're mad, you're unhappy, you're not doing what you want to do, you're not feeling like you want to feel, the only way to fix it is to create some momentum. How can you create How can you create momentum? Can you see me? Can you hear me? If you like this, you're going to get some value. Please share it out. We'll have some people coming on in just a minute. Jack, Boondock Nation. Again, I'm Scott. I'm a dad. I'm a sledder. I got my vision set on exactly what means the most to me. And doing this show, Driven, is a place for you to come into and connect and share your story and grow your brand and grow your business and grow your passion and share whatever it is you want to share. Nice. Look at them coming in. Instagram. Come over here onto Facebook. If you're on Instagram, watch me on Facebook, because I don't think I can get the guest over there like I can on Facebook. So here we are. Episode 1. I had to do it big. I want to say thank you, guys. I want to say thank you so much. Like, tons of support from everybody. I had this idea come into my head. I didn't really exactly know what I wanted it to be, but I knew I had to do it. I knew I had a way to reach out to people and help people and share my story. And along the way, I get to share everybody's story that gets to join the show. And that's the best part of it, because the story is where it's at. I don't care if you got a brand, a business, a job, you're raising your kids, you're having trouble with your significant other. A story is the core of it. There's a story there. Whether it's a good story, sometimes it's an unfortunate story, but everything's based around that story. So if you got a story, tell it. All right, so here we go. Episode 1. We're live on Instagram over here, Facebook over there. I love it. How's everybody doing? I got Jake's on, Theo's on. What's up, bro? Jack's on. All right, let me send our guest tonight, Boondock Nations, Jack Sarama. Go ahead and can't bring Jack on camera. Well, that's neat. Why can't I do that? Hey, Jack, why don't you go ahead, down on the bottom of your screen, if you turn your phone to landscape and press the little guy with the plus sign right by his head. Right here by his head. And see if you can ask to join. Because right now when I try to invite you, it says no. Gotta figure this out. Instagram. What's up? Jake's on. Hey, Jake. Yeah, you're on Instagram. My boy Jake, he works with me. He is on the Instagram. All right, how you doing? How you feeling, Stro? I can't bring Jack on. I don't know. What's up, brother? No, nothing. Doing good. Feeling good. Pumped up. This is episode 1. I started at point 1, so I'd have some practice runs and kind of craft this and get it exactly the way I wanted it. And then I realized I'm never going to have it the way I want it because it's always going to be molding. It's always going to be growing, and it's always kind of going to be snowball affecting. I'm going to create some momentum. I started with 0, 1, and now I'm all the way at 1, and I'm super pumped about it. Right on, right on. Who else is on? EJ's on, Chad's on. I'm having hell inviting my guest. Let's do it this way. I'll search Jack. Boom. He's already in, but I don't know. Facebook technology struggles. So what's up? I hope everyone's having a good week. Drop some love in the comments. Again, we're going to try to get Jack on here. Let's see. Oh, wait, I see a comment. Trying to get on. Technical difficulties. We will have those. Should be able to find it right next to the send button. Brad Richards watching. What's up, Brad? How you doing, man? How you doing? How are you feeling? I got a ton of people on here right now, and my guest ain't coming on. What do I do? I'm doing good and I'm feeling good, so I don't really care. Anyway, momentum. So creating momentum's a little challenging, especially when A, you don't know where to start. Maybe you've already started something and you didn't really get it where you want it to go. You lost your momentum. Think about that. What's up? Not much. Doing it, man. Feeling good. Doing good. Said that a bunch tonight, but I really am. There's a lot of huge things happening right now, and I'm just super stoked. I'm super stoked with Instagram Live. I'm going to have a guest on Facebook Live in just a second, as soon as we can get him on here. Let's try this again. Phil, yeah, there we go. Let's have Phil come on. He is doing it. What's up, Phil? Come on, I'm inviting him. So this isn't Jack. This isn't who I was talking about.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, there he is. He came on Phil's phone. You guys are doing.
Yeah, it's not working on my phone, so I borrowed Phil's.
All right, so quick little story here. Let me tell you where I'm at with Jack here. And is it Sarama or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, Sarama.
All right, so Jack's I've been following these guys for a couple years now. I know they started way back when they were a group of buddies that like to ride sleds, and they started putting stuff on YouTube, and I started seeing it. And then I'll let him tell his story, but the things they're doing and the way they're making their films stand out from everybody else, they've done it different, basically, is the best way I, from an outside perspective, can look at it. Is they saw something that they love to do, number 1, and 2, they made it better than anybody else was doing. So that's what I see from the outside. So, brother, I'm super stoked to have you on here. Thank you so much for taking a little time out of your day to come on and do this. And, brother, what's up? How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Good. Thanks for having me, Scott. I just got a turbo on my 850 today, going out to ride it tomorrow, so pretty pumped about that. A little bit about Boondock Nation. It was something 3 friends and I started in high school. Just as kind of a, social media thing. We're going to try and make some videos, see what we could do. And we kind of wanted to take a different approach and talk about, not just our riding and not our snowmobiling, but what we do outside of that. So we wanted to give a little bit more towards the lifestyle, and the story. So we made some pretty bad edits in the UP, starting out and put them on our YouTube page, but people liked them, it was fun. Yeah. And then we got this crazy idea to make a pilot episode and air it on TV. So we're going to try and blow this thing up. Instead of just being on YouTube, actually have a TV show. So we aired a pilot episode. It got some attention, and we decided to go ahead with the full season. So we did season 1 last fall, and just aired season 2, just wrapped that up earlier in November. Airs for 8 weeks on Fox Sports North, Fox Sports Wisconsin, Comcast Sports Chicago, some other ABC affiliates, and we've just really had a blast doing it. We get to travel all over the place, see some awesome things, meet great people, and it's just been a blast. We've been learning a lot too.
You learn as you go. A lot of it is kind of what I've seen happen is the idea. Number one, you want to live with, obviously you're passionate about sledding, and then you want to create something where A, people can watch and enjoy it, but B, you get to live you get to do your passion, you get to live your passion, and you get to make that your, career or job, if you will. And brother, you're doing an excellent job at it. Season 2, I was waiting. I'm like, hey, it's a new week. Is season 2 going to come out? I'm going to see where they're going to go. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. Great job this season.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. We're really hitting the ground hard this year. I'm on Phil's phone. Obviously, he's doing all our backcountry stuff. So he's hanging out. We're going up to Togety tomorrow. I'm going to try and get some early season stuff. And we're going all over the place this year. Back up to Canada. We're going to hit Revelstoke. We're going to do another episode back home in the UP. I'm actually living in Idaho Falls right now. With Dylan and our sales and marketing manager. So we're going to spend the winter out here and just try and get as good as we can on a snowmobile and have a blast, meet some new people.
That's it, man, dude. That's all it's worth is that's all it really is having a blast. And honestly, you're having an impact on me. It's enjoyable to watch. I'm familiar with some of the places that you've rode at. But like your UP episode, I was like, that looks kind of fun. I'm not used to it being out west here, but I meet people that ride out, in that area, and it's like, I don't know, it would be kind of fun to just cruise and throw some miles up and hit the.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's nice because a stock sled feels like a turbo back home because it's low elevation. We ride 800 feet, so lots of tree weaving. I mean, it's really tight. And it's how we learned to ride, before we ever came out to the mountains. So I think everybody should try it at some point. There's a lot of culture. Absolutely. And it's definitely different.
Absolutely. I love it. So anyway, this is this is the first time you've been on here. I don't know if you saw any of my past stuff, but what this is basically the mindset behind doing whatever you're doing, chasing your passions, building a business that is something that fits your lifestyle and what you want to do. But it's really the mindset behind it to where like, hey, this is the way that I could go about life, and I could snow, for instance, snowmobile on the weekends or when there's snow, or you throw your chips on the table and you put everything you have into it, and you show that drive and you show that mindset that I'm going to make this work. And that's what this show's about. And I feel it from you. I mean, I feel it from your whole crew. I love like all the guys that you're filming with. So that's what this is.
Yeah, we definitely dove in head first. I'll tell you that. The way I first told the story, it may seem like it took a long time to go from making crappy edits to full-blown TV show, but it really was quick. It was a quick transition. I was going to school to be an engineer, changed my major to business, and it really lit a fire in me that I obsessed over it. I worked at it every single day and continue to do so. So I guess that's what makes me driven, is just to do this for I get to work for my passion. And exactly. It's truly, I tell my friends that are going through college and they don't really know what they want to do. I say, when you're going to feel it. And it's an awesome feeling when you know what you want to do, because you're going to work so hard.
It's to find something you're good at, and a lot of people struggle with that, and I have too, and I've done some stuff in my life, but it's find something that A, you're good at, and B, you can be passionate about, and then just go figure out a way to get paid to do it. That's the recipe. And yes, there's work involved, and yes, there's some ups and downs, but shit, man, it's feeling good. And it's finding something that speaks to you and then chasing after it with everything you got. That's, to me, that's,
absolutely.
Being driven is that full commitment, and I love it. So quick 3 questions for you, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Okay. You ready to shoot it out? So you kind of covered where you're from and what you're up to. So I'll just kind of skip to when you found snowmobiling and you chose to make this your career. Tell me about when you found sledding and what So I have my own story about sledding. That like I was like 6 years old, and I can remember like to the T, the snow, the sled, what I was wearing, what I did, who I was with, and I can still remember it today. So take a moment like that, and when sledding first spoke to you, tell me about that.
Yeah, I've had the snowmobile as long as I can remember. So my parents put me on a kitty cat when I was a kid. You know, classic
What
story,
year?
and I forget. That's one.
I had an
I don't know
old.
what year it was.
I had an
I
old,
went from the.
old one.
Oh yeah, mine had a headlight. It was new enough to have a headlight, but yeah, it was dated. So went from that to the 340, and started working my way up. And I think when my parents said, "All right, this is the last sled we're giving you. You gotta buy the next one." There's no question. You know, I was gonna buy the most expensive sled I could afford, and it just seemed like the thing to do. So I guess I didn't realize it at the time, but that's when I realized sledding was my passion. You know, it seemed like the only option was to get the best snowmobile I could and just ride it as much as I could. So that had to have been when I was about 15 years old, and gotten a new sled every year since. That was an '09 Summit, went to a 13, and then finally bought my first new sled last year, which was a 17 850.
Oh man, oh man! And now you're dropping turbo in it, and you're full on go tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's installed. You're ready to rock and roll tomorrow.
Yep, installed today at Boondocker. We shot a little video over there. Now gonna go break it in tomorrow.
Awesome. I have an exact similar story. ET to 340, and then I had a SS 440 right after the 340. So that thing was a racer, and then an SRV, and it's just a long story, but it's something I could draw on, and it really does fuel me. I took a little break for about 15 years to pursue rodeo and try to live that, that dream out, but all in, bailed in, back in, going full on now. So I feel you, man. All right. So tapping into that, that feeling, that emotion, and that connection you have with sledding fuels the why, basically, why you're going to go to a TV company and be like, hey, we're going to make a snowmobile video and I want you guys to put it on your show. And you got to have confidence to do that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that feels the why. So talking about mindset, talking about the why, reaching out to those, say, TV stations to the first time to show them what you had. Tell me about, not me, tell everybody. We got almost 30 people on here. Tell them what it took to overcome those fears, where you reached out and you're like, hey, let's go full in on this. How'd you pull that trigger?
Well, we definitely had some guidance along the way. We were kind of given instruction on, how to do it right, how to handle yourself in a business setting. So we decided to go to the trade shows, first of all, and just buy a booth there. So we went to Heydays and we started talking to all these companies and kind of just pitching them our idea, casually, breaking the ice, following up, and just trying to treat them well, sending them gift boxes and everything after meetings. And we really learned how to treat clients and partners throughout the whole thing. So once we kind of got our bearings, sitting in meetings with these people when we're just kids, that's when it kind of got easy. I shouldn't say easy. It's never easy to go try and sell somebody on something that's so important to you, but they could care less about.
Yeah.
But it just seemed a little bit more normal, a lot less stage fright, so to speak. And we all definitely matured over those couple of years, I'd say. So I guess once we got a few of those barriers knocked down, it wasn't as intimidating to go to these companies and pitch them.
Perfect. I heard one, you had some help, you had a mentor, you had somebody that had the results you wanted, and you asked them for help to get the results that they had, or whatever it may be. Vital. I just last night I was on the phone for like 2 hours with like a private coach, mentor, if you will, and where it's I've kind of reached a spot and now I really want to grow what I got started here with Driven and what I'm doing online. And I know I don't have the tools to get there by myself. I know I can learn them, but I can sure speed that process up by finding somebody that's already done this.
Yeah.
Help me get to where I want to go faster. So mentorship, man,
Yeah.
that's huge. That's huge. I love it.
Exactly. And it is all about who you know. You know, you never know inside your network who has the connection that you need. So that's another thing we try to do is just build our network. You know, shake as many hands as possible, talk to as many people as possible.
That's key. Network.
Yeah.
Increase your net worth with your network, they say.
Exactly. Yep.
I love it. I feel it. All right,
So
we hit on mindset a little. Hit on your story. I don't know. So what? Tell us about season 3. Let's go with that. Let's go Boondock Nation season 3. Let's hit
that. So we're gonna do another 8-week series. It'll be 4 new episodes. I'll each air twice. We'll probably kick that off the week after Haydays, so second or third week in September. And
just when we're all waiting for snow and just on the looking like it's craving. It's like, what's up with that? Yeah. What's up? I'm on Instagram over here. If you're on my Instagram, come on over to my Facebook, and I got a special guest on from Boondock Nation. Get on my Facebook. Do it now. All right, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, everybody, you know, a lot of companies are starting to drop cool content around that time, and we figured, you know, when everybody's starting to get amped up, that's the time to do it. So yeah, we'll have the 8-week series. Everything airs on TV starting Saturday, so there's Saturday and Sunday, a bunch of re-airs throughout the week, and then the online episodes are available that Monday following. So
yeah,
new episode every week online, and then we'll be dropping stuff throughout the season too, you know, little edits here and there, the people we ride with. We just posted a video of our buddy Mike Ziebert maybe last week. We want to continue to do that throughout the season to keep some fresh content instead of just dumping it all in the fall.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking forward to another great season, having a bunch of people on the show. Still got to confirm that list. I don't want to drop any names and not have that confirmed. But
yeah,
it's going to be some awesome riders on the show, and
love it.
Really looking forward to it. It's going to be a good season.
Awesome. Here's what I was going to ask you when we first started. How are you on Facebook Lives, by the way? Have you done these before? Is this?
I have on the Boondock Nation page. Okay. Never on my personal or a dual person live video like this, but I like it.
Great tool. Style. Absolutely great
definitely.
tool. I was like, yeah, dude, Facebook thinking again. So I love it. Yeah, this is a great platform. Cool, man. Let's go social media now. Let's let everybody know how to get a hold of Jack, get a hold of the Boondock Nation, and also let's get your sponsors and stuff out there too and connect.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you can follow Boondock Nation at Boondock_Nation on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook too. We also have a Snapchat page where we kind of answer a bunch of questions. You know, it's a little bit more personal feel because we try and respond to everybody, you know, as best as we can. You can follow me at Long Track Jack on Instagram and Twitter. Find me on Facebook as well. And then boondocknation.com has all the websites, all the content that we post, and an online store as well. That's going to be up on More Freaking Power's website, but there will be a link to all our merch there on our site.
Perfect merch, videos, film, TV, web series. Yeah. I absolutely love the way you guys tell that story when you're on your trip, because it really is the trip there. And I don't care what, you know, if you're going on a moto trip, sled trip, whatever you're doing, a family trip, like the journey to get there, to me is most of the fun, like what you're going to encounter along the way and see. And you guys totally capture that. I love that about it. So yeah, it's just your story.
Good. I'm glad you're digging it. Yeah.
Absolutely dig it. And then the way you guys tie in, you know, the places you stay and visit as your commercials, and shout out to them. It reaches me, and I love it. So good job on that.
Excellent. That's good to hear.
All right, man. You got anything else? How about an app? What's your favorite app to use right now outside of social media apps?
Outside of social media, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately. So this is kind of right up my alley because, you should you should record this and put it on a podcast too.
That's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's exactly. I thought I'd be ready for episode 1 to get it all uploaded and recorded and actually have a microphone and stuff, but life gets in the way. It hadn't happened. So yeah, that's exactly what Driven's going to a podcast.
Awesome.
Little Facebook community, a place to kind of connect, network, and empower people, and see maybe I know something that somebody reaches out to me doesn't know, and I can help them along, speed up their process a little bit. And same thing, maybe somebody joins or hops on the show that I know that there's a lot of shit I don't know. Maybe somebody like yourself hops on and I'm like, man, show me around, and we connect. So that's what it's about.
Perfect. I love it.
We're doing it. All right. Who's your number one podcast right now? Who'd you listen to most recently?
I've been listening to a lot of Barstool podcasts, the Pat McAfee show. Can't get enough of that. Any football talk. I love it.
Perfect. All right, man. I appreciate it. Took us a little while to get this set up. You pulled through with Phil's phone. Another guy just crushing it in the sled film world. Like that's 208, right?
Yeah. Check out Phil's White Gold series, 208 Productions. I got a sneak peek of the next episode that's coming out, and it's sweet. So subscribe to his YouTube channel. Check it out on Facebook or Instagram. It's gonna be awesome.
By the way, everybody that's joined, this is not Phil that's on here. This is Jack. So anyway, it's a dual purpose. If I could get 3 people on here, maybe you and Phil could share the screen and be
that'd be awesome.
208 Boondock. I love it. I love it. You guys are networking. You both got great things going on, and maybe we'll throw Phil up on here next week or sometime soon. I'd love it. So. Yeah,
for sure.
All right, dude. You got anything else you want to leave with the audience?
No, sir. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure here. Pleasure is all mine. Keep your momentum going. Keep crushing it, and have a safe winter and enjoy every minute of it.
Absolutely. You too, Scott.
All right, later, buddy.
Thanks so much.
You bet. Boondock Nation. If you guys don't follow Boondock Nation, if you're not following, we'll throw 208 in there too. And if you're not following Jack, please do so. Share his stuff. Everybody that's on here that's not familiar with the sled world, check these guys out. They're pushing the limits. They're creating content that's very unique, and they're putting out a product that a year ago nobody had, and now people have seen what they're doing, and now they're starting to chase them. So if you have an original thought or original thing like Driven here, you better get good at it quick, because somebody else is getting ready right behind you, and they're probably going to pass you up. So get your momentum started. Do daily habits that keep you going, and if you're feeling down and you're dragging ass and you're not accomplishing the things you want to do, the only way to take care of that is by taking massive action. You've got, I don't want to preach. This ain't a preaching show, but I'm just trying to share shit that I've struggled with and have dealt with. And when you get down and you're not doing the things you want to do, momentum is the only thing that you can create. You're on your own that will get you going and get you sped up and get you doing the things that you want to do so you can live the lifestyle that you want to live. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Driven is. This is it. Oh, somebody popped on my Instagram again. Hey, if you're on Instagram, come on over to Facebook. And if you missed this, catch the replay. I was so into that conversation, I was not able to read any of the comments. Terrible host, right? How's everyone doing? Brad's on, Mike's on. Amanda came over. Dale's on. What's up, Dale? Amber. Becky's on. Hey, Beck, what's up? Jake's on, Chad's on. Thanks for coming on, John. Good. Thanks for setting a reminder. Again, so I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of nuggets here. I'm going to drop some value right at the end. And I heard this. I was listening to Jim Quick on Be Inspired. He was on a Tom, I can't say his name. Jim Quick's his name. I don't really know a lot about him. I just watched one of his shows, and he's like, he had a brain injury, and he's perfected, like, basically training your brain to learn again. And he said this thing, and it kind of got me thinking, and I want to know what you guys would think. Drop it in the comments. He says, you're only capable of so many good decisions per day. And I mean, you can make lots of good decisions, you can make lots of bad decisions, but you're only capable of so many good decisions per day. And you take in things like fatigue from the day, you take in things like, stuff that's going on from the outside that, changes your mindset and maybe puts you in a different mood or a different spin on things where it's not really, things are going your way. That'll kind of take away your ability to make those good decisions when you need to make them. So protect your good decisions. You don't want to waste a bunch of time on little decisions like, what am I going to wear today? What are they going to think about me on Facebook Live if I mess up a word? You don't want to waste time with that. You know what I'm talking about? Time's valuable. I got to do, woo! I told somebody I would do that on my live, so here we go. I did it. All right, guys. Again, connect with Boondock Nation. Season 3's they're filming it. Watch all their content. Again, I'm Scott. I'm a dad. I'm a sledder. I got my vision set on exactly what means the most to me, and I am driven, and I want to help you be driven as well. So if you're struggling with something, if you don't know how to go, take that step, create that momentum, go a little harder, go a little farther, go a little faster, reach out to me. If I don't know the answer, I can Google it for you, or I can find somebody that knows the answer. So thank you for coming on here tonight. John, oh, dude, appreciate that, brother. I appreciate it. He got some riding in. Dang, dropping nugs. How about that, Chad? This is fun. Anybody else want to jump on? I got nothing going on. Somebody, if you want to jump on, throw an ad, throw a 100, drop a 100 in the comments. If you want to come up, I got some time. I'd love to hear your story. You can share what it is you're into, what you're up to, what you want to do, or we can just bullshit about some stuff that we don't even know about. All right? Nothing. Jake's on. What's up? Let's go. You want on, Jake? Come on up. Tell me your story. John, no big deal, man. No big deal. Kyle, my man, you're crushing it. Couple more things. Oh, I'm going to wheelie. All right. I can't help you with that because I don't know how to ride a 701, but I bet I can find somebody in my network that can wheelie a 701 pretty good. Anybody in here ride a Husky 701? It's a beautiful bike, eh? I know I got one guy on here that rides a Husky. He wants to ride some wheelies. Find the balance. First thing you got to do is find the balance point. Second thing you're going to do is crash after you find said balance point. Then you got to monitor your clutch and your brake properly to keep that balance point through the wheelie. I got Jason Brandt. If he comes on here, he's very good at wheeling. Connect with him, Chad. Connect with Jason Brandt. Search him. He's really good at wheeling. All right, guys. I had a great time tonight. Nobody wants to really hop on. We're going once, going twice, going 3 times. I got 30 people on here. I hope I brought you some value. I hope you had some fun on this. If you like what I'm saying, you like who I bring on for guests, be sure to share this, like, comment. I feel you. I love you. Thank you for your time. Instagram. Come get me on Facebook. If you're on my Instagram and you're not friends on my Facebook, what's the matter? All right, guys. Be safe. Have a great night. I love you. And remember, if you're down, you're out, and you're not feeling good, create some momentum in your life, and you do that by taking one step. Because you take one step, you can take 2 steps. If you can take 3 steps, you can teach somebody how to take 1 step. And the best way to create momentum and learn stuff is to teach it. So have a great night. On that, share the crap out of this shit. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Share, 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 share. Like, share. All right. You guys have a great night. Be safe out there. And I don't know. I need a tagline. A closing statement. Boom. Are you driven? There it is. All right. Later, guys.